Yo, what's up, brother? What's good? How you doing, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, bro. Man, I can't complain. Just chilling, brother. Everybody good, man. Everybody holding their head. Yeah, I had a little delay. Yeah, you got me a car speaker, right? There's a little delay. Hold on. Just turn on the volume a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right, Serge, I ain't gonna keep it long, brother. I'm gonna do my introduction, and I'm gonna introduce you. We'll get right into it. We'll talk about your past, your present, and your future, what you got going on, future projects and stuff like that. All right, let me do a countdown.
Bebé, estamos despegando. Tú estás dándole cotorra, pero la tipa está en mí, está en mí, está en mí. Tú no le llegas, así que borra lo que le gusta y hasta aquí, aquí. Pase mía, no tuya, 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 tuya. Pase mía, no tuya, 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 tuya. Manito, deje su tuya, 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 tuya. Que pase mía, no tuya, 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 tuya. Cuando ella me tira de una vez le llego, que nadie le pega como yo le pego. Le paso su mano y yo tengo mi cuarto, no juego. Se va una cuando me le pega pa' mí. Pa' mí, pa' mí, pa' mí, pa' mí. Anda pa' mí, pa' mí, pa' mí, pa' mí, pa' mí. Ya no te entiendo, para eso, para eso, para eso. Ya no te entiendo, para eso, para eso, para eso. Pase mía, no tuya, 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 tuya. Pase mía, no tuya, 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 tuya. Manito, deje su tuya, 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 tuya. Que pase mía, no tuya, 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 tuya.
Hey, what's up, Social Nation? It's your boy Jeff, and if you don't know right now, this is Social Conversations. This is our first episode of our season 4, and first and foremost, want to give all praises to the Most High Yahweh and the only forgotten Son Yahweh Shah, the Word called Jesus Christ. We keep God first in everything that we do in the Social family. We appreciate you for joining in. If you're joining us on Facebook Watch and YouTube channel, we appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button to get notifications when we drop new episodes. Also, if you're not watching on any of our live channels, you just listen at home on all the streaming platforms we're on, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the streaming platforms that we're on. We appreciate you for joining on the show today. Um, I just want to give a special shout out to my co-host who's going to be here today. Shout out to Dad, shout out to Vanish, shout out to Mac. Also, we want to send another special shout out to our sponsors, which is Click A Vodka. Shout out to them. They've been us with to season 1, so shout out to them and shout out to Holistic Remedies. Go get you some of these body creams, black known and everything. Use the promo code HRME Saucy and you will get 10% off on all products. Okay, just use HRME Saucy, the promo code at checkout. You get 10% off. All right, and also don't forget to leave a review as well. So today I got a special guest. I've been knowing this brother for a very long time, going back since middle school.
Word.
I got my brother
Appreciate it.
Serge.
What's good, bro?
What's going on, Sergio Vargas Jr.? Yo, how you doing? Welcome to Saucy Conversations, man.
I can't complain, man. Just grinding, trying to stay focused. First and foremost, I appreciate you for putting me on your platform, bro. So I know we've been trying to like get up and kind of make it link for a bit.
Yeah,
Things got weird with the COVID and all that. So I appreciate your time, bro. I appreciate your time.
I appreciate you, man, for joining. So we just listened to a single, a new single that you got out. Tell us the name of the single and tell us about the single and how they come about.
Yeah, so real brief story. This is a Dembow single. It's called Mia No Tuya. It's with me and my brother, Bodega Poppy. We did the record together. Find it on the Bebe Music. That's Bebe. Um, so yeah, it's a kind of like a joint thing I got going on with my boy Bodega Poppy. We did the record. We actually reached out to some powers over there in DR and got with some of the producers over there, Alexander and Sarita, who actually co-wrote the record or wrote the record for us. And he did his thing on that, man. We did our thing, performed on that, and got it in, man. You know what I'm saying? Just grinding, man. You know what I'm saying? We doing a little bit of everything. I do the dembow, I do the trap, I do the reggaeton, I do all that. So I'm just mixing and mingling, man. You know how that shit goes, man. We gotta just grind and stay focused.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely, man. Before we start talking about the present and future, let's go back to the past.
Sure.
I know you've been doing the music for a very long time. Ever since I met you, you always had the studio you used to go to all the time in your house. Uh, just
Shit, bro.
yeah,
You remember those days, bro?
yo, yeah, I definitely remember those days. Yeah, so tell us, man. Tell us about your childhood, man. Tell us about the household and how did you
Man,
gain the love for music, man.
man, the love for music, man, it comes from both sides of the family for me, man. Like it's such a crazy story. Like, I got my dad who's done such amazing things in the music side on the land tip. Then I got like my uncles who's also done a bunch of stuff, written for a bunch of artists from my mother's side. So I'm like this little surge of energy from both mom and dad that, what I'm saying, got this musical vibe to us. Um, and nah, man, I fell in love with music at a very young age, man. I was probably like 5, 6, remembering sleeping in big ass studios in 42nd Street back in the day when it was really lit. Back
Right,
in the early '90s, like you know what I'm saying, like late '90s with my uncles or my pops, and just sleeping in those studios, man. Dealing, just taking that in. You know what I
right,
mean? Like
right,
I'm not maybe fully aware of what's going on around me, of the the massiveness or all the talents I may have been around, but just definitely being in the room and just being kind of like present and just taking some of that in, whether it be subconsciously or whatever the case may be. It definitely helped mold me into a little bit, and and then I just took it from there. Then my actual love for it, for the love that I just naturally have for it, just took it to the next level. Started buying little equipment, putting little things together. I was, you remember back in the day, bro? We was recording on a stage mic, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
right,
Like, we ain't even getting like a condenser mic from a stage mic. Like,
right.
we just wanted to get those vocals on that track. Like, it didn't even matter.
Exactly.
So I just went with it, man. I just went with my heart and just went where I know I just needed it. You know what I mean? What I was focused on and just went with it, bro. For real, just
Right, right.
follow my path, just follow my dreams, follow my heart. For real.
Gotcha.
Word.
And I know your father is big.
Yeah,
Tell
yeah.
us about your father.
He's been in the game for a long time. He does the merengue thing.
Yeah,
Well respected in amongst his peers in his community. He's been in the game for 20 plus years.
yeah.
For a very long time. Sergio Vargas. A lot of you guys can maybe look him up, Google him up. Um, and yeah, you guys can find out from there. I'm not gonna go into a whole story about that, but
Mm,
he's been doing this thing for a while. Definitely a big influence in my life, and just as far as the talent and just seeing what he's able to accomplish coming from a small town in the Dominican Republic. Um, it's been a long road, so it's just it's definitely an eye opener for me that anything is possible from anywhere you are in the world. So,
right,
and this is early on, back in his days. So imagine what we can do now with all the
right.
technology and all the stuff we got. So y'all already know from there.
Right. So tell us how many instruments do you know how to play?
So I actually I fuck with the MIDI controllers, which is
Okay.
uh, you are able to emulate basically any instrument with that, as long as you have a basic understanding of the piano. So I basically would say the piano, um, but my strength lies really in just the way I just go about putting my music together,
Right.
from the
Right.
production, from the sound, from the melody. Um, that record that you play there, that Dembow record, that's something that I have as a joint record, but I actually haven't dropped no. There hasn't been no solo record of me by myself at all.
Mm.
I've never dropped a solo record. It's
Yeah,
never
'cause you
happened.
always been in groups, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And now everyone's doing their own thing. Everyone's working on separate projects, focusing on their own like little situations. So right now I'm just focused on a different. I'm looking for a different sound. I'm looking for obviously it's gonna be lit with what's going on right now and all that, but
Right.
I
Right.
definitely want to put some originality to it. Put a little spin on it. So I got something special coming real soon. Like I said, I don't have a single out yet. I don't have no solo music. I have a lot of joint groups and a lot of projects with people and maybe a few features here and there. But I haven't done anything like as a solo project. And I feel like what I'm coming with is gonna be so different. Like you're not even gonna even you yourself, bro. You're gonna be like, what the fuck, like let's just say I'm taking some of my old, you feel me? Because I used to be straight. I'm doing a lot of the Spanish thing now, but I was straight hip hop. Like when I met you,
Right. Right.
you know what we was doing. It was straight hip
Yeah.
hop. It was
Yeah.
straight. We was getting to it. Like you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's funny how it comes around full circle. Because now you see what the game is. It's Spanish. It's English. It's this mesh of
It's
music.
universal. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm just super excited because I can do both of those very well. So I'm just putting something together that's dope, different, refreshing. I think a lot of people's gonna enjoy it. Fuck with it. I don't have a date on it yet. I don't want to put no date to it because I might start with some singles. Um, but I do have something dropping soon. Hopefully within the next like month and a half, month, maybe like 3 4 weeks. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
But yeah, man, that's
So
what we doing, brother. We just working, getting to it, bro.
that's the hashtag. That's our conversations hashtag. We work, always working on something new. So tell me about uh the artists that like inspire you and everything. Do you have like a certain artist or artists that inspire you
And like, are we talking?
as a child?
This is like a trick question, like a little bit of a trick question for me personally, because I'm like, so are we talking hip hop? Because like I said, are we talking hip hop? Are we talking Spanish? Are we talking old? Are we talking new? You know what I'm saying? Because
Well, all right. So
that makes sense.
let's start from the beginning. So who was the first artist that actually started inspiring you to do music?
Man, I was listening to back in the days, like when I really started like heavy. I was really listening to like Nas, a lot of Nas, a lot of Biggie, of course. I was listening to Pac, of course. You know what I'm saying? Just that young music, Jay Z. But that came a little later. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I would definitely have to say like one of my biggest influences is Fab. That's one of my
Fabulous.
like for me like that's one of my from the style the homie is just that's just different. You know what I'm saying? So like the shit is just it's a lot of artists that should go down the list on the hip hop tip. And I got the Latin side. I got some influences from that side as well. You know what I mean? You got the Don Omars and you got you got the Daddy Yankees and people who really what I'm saying really
Right, right,
propel that movement to the next level. I know that there are some people I'm probably forgetting that are prior or before to that. Um, but like those are the influences for me that made it like open up my vision for certain things. And can't leave Big Pun out too, of course.
right, right.
Like you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's what we on right now, man.
Definitely, definitely. So when did it come to a point in time that you started taking the music thing serious, like really serious?
Man, when I really started taking it real, I've always like took it serious, but when I really knuckled down was, bro, like when I was like 13, 14, and I started buying all that equipment and started, what I'm saying, just putting together records and breaking night and bringing everybody over to the crib like it was a full 24-hour 7 studio.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro?
I
Like we
remember
was
those
all in
days.
there. Yeah, we was all in there. We was all trying to just figure it out, man, and just trying to
Right,
like do something positive and just progress. We didn't know where we were headed. We didn't know what we
right,
were trying to do, but we know we were just passionate about something here. And I was always one of those people that really just show that kind of love to people, bro. Like even if I ain't really, if I just met you, you just make music or something. I was always being like, yo, what's good? Let's go record. Let's go make some music. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. I just always been like that. I just always found music as a gateway to anything. You know what I'm saying? The proper energy, happiness. You know what I'm saying? Laughter, sadness. It's just so, I've always been that. When it comes to music, I'm very passionate with it. So I
Right.
just really, yeah, I'm super passionate. I just want to invite everybody into music. You know what I'm saying? Even if you
Uh-huh.
don't necessarily make music, I'll probably turn you into a rapper, or I'll try to make you. I'll put you on a hook. You'll be like, oh, that was dope. Like, you know what I mean? So I just be pushing, man. I just want to help people along and just make, you know what I mean? Just make great product for people, man. Just great music, bro. For real.
Definitely, definitely. Um, my next question is: did you have like a mentor coming up and teaching you the right way how to do music, like the right formats? Because for me, I had a mentor that was really deep into the music. He used to be a rapper, but I didn't know how to count bars and stuff like that. So I was just rambling, and like, yo, where's the hook and stuff like that. So did you have somebody like that to arrange the music correctly for you?
Nah, man. I'm gonna be honest. I really work so much. Like, you know, as I said, like I'll try to make the crib into a whole full blown studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when people would leave, and people, I would still continue to be the same way that when people were there. Like I would continue to break night every day. I would continue to work. So it became more like a natural thing. And then I guess being around, like I said, from a very very young age, being around these big studios where with the Remy Nunez's and the Sergio Vargases and the other musicians that surround them and the people of huge talent. I guess I kind of maybe took some of that in, again, subconsciously, because it's like I'm a big believer in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big believer in, like, you know what I mean, you could just be in a room absorbing a certain type of energy, and you could go the next day and not even realize you took something from that room and applied it into your
Right,
day to day,
right.
and maybe could have made something better for you or could have made something worse for you. It all depends on what you're taking in. So, um, yeah, man, I just focus, man. You know what I'm saying? Just stay focused, give out good energy, trying to give out good energy to the world, man. Stay positive. That's what we about on this side, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really with the mumble jumbos and doing the weird stuff. Nah, we just want to see people progress, man. I just want to see people progress. For real.
Absolutely, absolutely. My next question for you: what is the process for you? Let's just start just answer production wise. You doing? 'Cause I remember back in the day, you used to do beats and everything. You used to have like, yeah, the beat making and all that. So what's the actual process for you for actually production wise? Does it start this brainstorming of what you want the sound to be, or are you just playing with the beat machine? Like, what is the process for you to actually come up with a instrumental or a beat that
Mm-hmm.
can maybe lead to uh, a song,
A song or a record.
a record? Yeah.
So basically, right now, I got this partner company. It's called Track Rulers. It's TRACK Rulers, RULERS. So I got this partner company. Me and my boy Jason B. We doing a lot of the production, especially on my records right now. But as far as the process goes, um, it can be as crazy as like, hey, I got this one melody or I got this vocal. I could start writing a melody in my head, or I could like lay down and start making a beat, or sit with my man's and me and him start banging on the machine and playing around with the keys, and then strike some chords, mess around with some samples. We be sampling too. We be doing all that. So um, the process is it can vary. It can go so many different ways, man, because you never know where the inspiration really comes from. Um, but I definitely do a lot of like mumbling. What I mean by that is, like, I do as far as like the process. You might catch me mumbling some melodies or mumbling some words, and I'll record that. And then I go back and actually put some words to that, because I'm big on like sonics. Like, I'm big on like the sounds. So like, I want it to, before you even like, all right, you're gonna get to what I'm saying, because we're gonna get there. Me anyway, how I would approach it, but before we even get there, I'm gonna melodically catch you. Like I'm gonna melodically have some melodies that's like flying up and down, doing something that's like, oh, that's kind of like dope. What is he saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like you want to hear the,
Right.
people learn melodies. Like when you leave a club or you leave a bar and you never heard a song and maybe you heard it for the first time in that spot 3 or 4 times, you don't leave there with the title of the record, or you're probably gonna leave there with the, and then you're gonna be like, oh, okay, what was that song that we kept playing? It went. You leaving with the melody. So I'm a big believer in like I'm gonna grab you with that, and then we're gonna get to those words later. Because the words is, we just gotta find the proper thing to say, the dope things to say, the proper keywords to hit. And then depending on the time that you're in, the genre that you're in, you just gotta find the proper lingo to hit the entertainment world with and stuff like that. And then it becomes a little simple format. But I would definitely say my process would be melody or just melodically how it's gonna sound, and that can come either from a beat, starting a beat, or it can come from just the melody in my head, or you know, so many different ways, man. So yeah, I hope that wasn't too much of a long answer. I just
No, that was actually great. I got to drop a bomb on that one. Drop a saucy bomb on that one. That was actually great. So my follow up question to that. So we handled the production side of it. Now just the artist alone. Like, how do you come up the words to the song? Like for me, when I write, I like to brainstorm and come up with bullet points of what I want to talk about in what verse. So what is the process for you as an artist of you coming up with the lyrics for the sound you just made?
I'm telling you, like, it's the melody. Like the melody tells me what I want to say. Like I need to, like, sometimes I'll write something with like, and it don't have to be melody. Like I'm only talking about like melodic records. It can be melody with just the rap. Like even your raps can sound. You can still have some type of cadence that you want to, some type of melodic. Uh, there's a melodicness to everything. It's music. So whether it's rap and you have the raspiest voice, or whatever, however you want to put it, in my eyes, it's still all melodic. It's still all music. It's sound. It doesn't matter whether it's rap or it's all melodic. People be trying to separate the rap from the melodic. I see it as it's music. It's one thing. It's together. It flows in the same vessel. So with that being said, literally, man, like I would love to like sit down with you one day or whatever, like we have another, so you can really see how the real process is. But it's really just me sitting there. I'll have a melody on a beat, or I'll be hearing the beat, and then I'll like, all right, I know what I want this to sound. Even like when the beat drop a certain way, when the beat, or you might have an idea like I'm gonna drop the beat like this, or if another person produces the record for you, like the beat just drops a certain way. I'll use all that to my advantage. Like all those drops and all of that. Like I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna do it like this. And then when I put the words, I try to find the word that's gonna rhyme with that melody. Because if I do a melody like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, like what I'm gonna say there. But that sounds dope though. Like the loco por sentir tu piel, robame un beso de tu boca. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now you start adding those little, like, you know what I'm saying? And what I said there in Spanish is I'm eager to figure skin, steal a kiss from your mouth.
Right, right,
That's just in Spanish or whatever. It's just one of the hooks. That's actually one of my probably gonna be the first record I drop. It's gonna be called Mariposa. It's featuring my boy Frapa. It's gonna be a crazy record. It's like some dancehall reggaeton vibe, bonkers. Like it's out of control. That was like a side note thing. Little promo right there. But yeah. So I'm about to drop that. That's probably gonna be like the first record we drop. It's hopefully most likely coming with the full visual, full everything. But that's where the music comes from, my brother. Um, you I basically just kind of put the melodies together, and then I just find those words that I really want to resonate with the people, given the certain topic of whatever the song may be about. That's
right,
probably, I would say, one of the toughest little things sometimes for me. Not a topic, but finding that first wave of where it's going. Because now I just got a lot of melody. So now melody could be anything. I could talk about a
right.
girl. I could be talking about a girl that left. I could be talking about getting money. I could be talking about up on something, I could be talking. So the melody can be, the melody becomes a thing if you don't know what to do with it. 'Cause now you're just sitting with a bunch of melodies or whatnot.
Absolutely.
But usually I see them through. Whatever I don't see through, they don't make it out of the computer.
Definitely. Gotta put that in the vault, brother.
They don't make it out of there. I mean, I don't mind showing it even as is because it's art. So I never want people to feel like I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? I mean, me personally, I'm not perfect. Artists is me. As an artist, we're not perfect. So we make mistakes. We make mistakes in the studio. We have to punch in sometimes. There's some that may be great at not doing that. Maybe there's some that don't have to punch in and don't do. But everyone has their strengths and their weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I might have to punch in 10 times. I'm not saying that I do, but I might have to punch in 10 times on a given situation, and he might not. But that's okay. He might be able to one take that. You know what I mean? I might be able to come back out and like make him a beat for that one take that he might not
Right.
be able to create for himself. So we're all put in this world to do something for each other and help each other out in some way, shape, or form. As a collective, we can really accomplish a lot when we meeting, when we're together and doing things as a whole. So
Absolutely. My next question for you, do you have any like recording rituals? Like for me, like I gotta have like I had a four wings for the chicken spot or something like that, or some Chinese chicken, a Pepsi, and I gotta have a bottle of liquor before I record. I know other people they gotta have their weed. What is your recording ritual? I gotta have some henny or some goose or something.
fire. That's fire. That's fire.
Right, right.
Um,
So, what is your recording rituals when you record? What you have to have in front of you? Well, yeah, you gotta have
really?
Mr. Reggie for you.
Yeah. Fuck, I got some Texas coming in my bad.
No, you good. You good.
It was crazy. Had a long night yesterday shooting a video. It was crazy.
Word,
But yeah, yeah. Got home. I got home like at 7 in the morning. That's when you hit me today. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, thank God,
word.
because I got home like crazy early, late, however you want to put it. But
Yeah.
what was the question? I'm sorry.
Your
Oh, the ritual.
recording rituals. Yeah.
Yeah. The ritual. Check it. My rituals, like, usually I'm pretty chill, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like do too much. I smoke my little weed, my little personal joints. You feel me? I smoke a little weed. I might on a given day maybe have a drink, but that's like super rare. Um, it depends, man. I'm very into like I'm usually neutral, meaning like I'm not really doing much. Just weed is really all I do. I don't really. This is all I do probably like on a daily basis, smoking a little weed. Um, but I don't really drink on a daily or on the weekly. Like I might have a drink. So if I go to the studio, it depends on the vibe. I'm very with the vibe. Like if it's a certain kind of vibe, I might have a drink. Um, but really, man, I just focus, man, and I just get to it. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I smoke as long as I smoke some a little weed. I get to the business. I don't really need a lot of mumbo jumbo or a lot of like craziness or just if there's a vibe when I'm feeling the vibe and there's just certain people in the stool and then there's a certain maybe some ladies in the room or whatever. We just having a good time, just vibing to the music, trying to create that energy. I might have a drink or something just to vibe and flow off of that, but it's not like a thing that I have to do. You know what I'm saying? I could be there by myself. Most of the time, I am in the labs by myself, or I'm recording myself, or whatever the case may be. So I don't really need much. You know what I'm saying? Might get a little psychedelic sometimes, take a little shroom or something. Other than that,
Yeah.
that's it. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
you still drink the cokes? Cause you used to drink a lot of Coca Cola. You cut the
I left that alone, bro. A while ago. Like, yeah, I don't even drink soda. Like, for real.
wow.
I don't drink
Yeah.
soda. I just drink juice and water. A lot of juice and water. I don't really even like. Rarely, like, if I'm in a situation where I'm like, hey, I'm thirsty. Like, that's what y'all got right now.
Right.
Take you in a barbecue or something or whatever the case may be. But I don't drink no soda. How about
Definitely.
you? Don't.
Man, I'm trying to switch it up, man. I'm trying to substitute it with some salsa water.
I mean, ain't
And
nothing wrong with the soda. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to
yeah,
say
yeah,
if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's mostly what I'm drinking.
All you
Gotta
just
have
mix it with the henny.
yeah, yeah.
See,
Gotta
that's
have the henny with
I ain't
some
gonna lie.
Coke or
That's like a
Pepsi or
pet
something like
peeve.
that.
I ain't gonna lie. It's like a little pet peeve of mine. Like I don't like liquor with no type of soda.
Or you just drink it straight up on rocks.
No. I just need it with like I'll take a shot when I do drink. Cause again, I don't really drink like that. But when I take a shot, I'll drink a little shot. I like I'll rather mix it with juice, like any type of juice, cranberry,
Right.
and whatever fits the liquor. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like sodas, yeah, sodas. I definitely like. I have a pet peeve with the sodas and the liquor. I can't really do it. It has
I
a
can't do it.
different kind of taste for me. It has a different taste for me. I don't know what it is, but
I feel you, man. I feel you.
acid or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Um, I from going back to like since like middle school and into high school and stuff like that. You went to 95, and also you went to Clinton as well, right? Am I bugging out?
Nah, I didn't go to Clinton. All my boys went to Clinton, bro. Like Taz,
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
yeah, everybody. Lowe's, my nigga Wappa went to Clinton. Like everybody that I was really close with, Yao, just people that I really like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
was close to. They all went to Clinton. I went down to like 14th Street. I was down there with like Urban. I was down with Washington Urban and shit. That's why I went to high school.
Right, right.
So
Because you was always around. Because yeah, 'cause
yeah,
I was
yeah,
with
yeah. I was
Louie and Eddie and them, and you, and that's how we found out you was hanging out with Louie and Eddie and them.
yeah, yeah.
And that's where we
Those are my
reconnected.
guys. Those are my brothers. My nigga Louis doing his thing. He got his Love Over Fame clothing line and shit. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh yeah,
Um, yeah, his shit
you
is
got a
dope,
gram
man.
and all that.
Love Over Fame. Yeah, yeah. He got a gram. I think it's Love Over Fame clothing. I'll link you to it.
So,
I think
yeah,
it's Love Over
send me a
Fame
link.
clothing. Yeah, I'm gonna link you to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lou, man. He doing his thing. He got the hats. He got like it's good quality merch too. Dope. Like fuck with it.
Nice.
So check that out. Um,
No, the reason why I was saying that because you always been in the group whether it was SWAT, and after Louis, you was with another group as well.
yeah,
So my question is to you is how hard it is to keep a group together.
um, yeah. It's a little. It's cool. It has its ups. But it definitely has its downs.
Right.
Um, it's how do I put this? I want to be like exact and correct with my words. It can be hard, but it can be easy. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, if you got a group and people are kind of like super on the same page and like really, really, and there's an equal understanding of what the situation is in every way, shape, form, and aspect of whatever the situation may be. A group can accomplish a lot because there's strength in numbers. There's always strength in numbers, right? That's what we say. Strength in numbers. Do things together as a team. It gets there faster. It gets there. It's better. It's a better outcome. Um, but sometimes that same situation, if everyone is in the same eye to eye kind of situation, it can go left.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been there before, so
Yeah,
uh,
and that can create like weird, just weird unnecessary like
attention.
moments where
Yeah,
you have people
yeah.
that you care for, or you know what I'm saying, which
Right.
it is what it is, but that's what I would say would be the hardest thing, just trying to keep things afloat and everybody on the same even pace. Sometimes, the cool thing about a group is sometimes you might be down and the other mans might be able to, but there's a fine line. There's a fine line with the tug and the pull of the situations. Like at the end of the
Right.
day, we have to keep the same goal. We have to keep the same. We're trying to move forward, break through walls, push, push, push,
Right.
push, push. So yeah,
Yeah. I mean, my issue. Yeah, my issue with being in a lot of groups is that it's not the people that's in the group. It's usually people that outside the group that affects it. So going forward,
I'm just smoking a powder. Are you good?
no, you good. You good. You good. Whatever gets you saucy. What are you
Yeah,
drinking? I
a
don't want you to
little.
drink because you're driving, that. But the weed is good.
Nah. It's good. It's good. Like I'm a champ. I can smoke and drive all
Yeah,
night. Like,
I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro.
hey, but
No,
everybody else out there should do that.
yeah, responsibly.
Correct.
Now, what I want to ask you, my experience of being in groups is it was always the people outside of the group that was actually putting shit in other people's ears, like, oh, he shouldn't be the lead, or he, money wise or whatever. Like, what is one thing that you going for people who are listening to the podcast who are in a group, whether it's R&B, whether it's hip hop, or whatever? what is the main key of keeping the outside people affecting the group,
Uh-huh.
and what is one thing that you regret that you should have like dealt with like up front?
Um, as far as people like getting into a group, I mean, every situation is different. I don't think I've ever fully had a situation where someone would try to tell anyone in the group like, "Hey, such and such is doing this, or could be better than that, or whatever the case may be, or you should be this." Um, I don't think there was anyone outside of the group necessarily doing things like that, because when you see solid shit, you just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Solid, solid. But as far as like regrets, as far as like with a group situation, um, I don't really. I'm not gonna say I don't have any regrets, because that sounds crazy to say, but I can't really pinpoint one right now where. Okay, I guess I could say I wish we would have been a little bit more united. I guess you have to have a very strong unity and a very no ego kind of vibe for things to go smoothly in every aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like you just have to put the ego aside. Like if
Facts.
I'm working on a project, I put the ego. I leave the ego at the door. Like if I'm working on a song with somebody, or if I'm working on whatever it may be, like like I said, we just shot this video. Like that was my first co-production video. Like I actually produced in that video. It's not just me standing in front of the camera. Like I'm actually doing other stepping outside of my bubble and trying to expand and expand and do other things. So you know, it's one of those it's one of those things, man. You just gotta stay focused, stay in your job, um, and just keep doing what you're doing, man. Like that's really the best thing I can say, man. Don't let anybody like change your mind or like nah, man. Push, push, push. Keep going for what you're going for. Believe in what you gotta do. Believe in what you're doing before anybody believes in it, and go for it, man. And as far as regrets with a group, man, I don't really have many regrets with a group. I just like, there's no really no regrets. Everyone's doing their thing. Everyone's doing what they gotta do. So there's no really no regrets. It's just for other people out there that are probably getting into a group, or just whatever type of situation they may find themselves in that requires you and multiple people to have some type of success. The only thing I will say to you is like make sure that everyone is able to check the ego at the door. It's that, like, you know what I mean? Like, leave it over there so that we can focus on the product at hand, or the project at hand, and we can do so with full heart and no malice intentions. We can do so with just wanting the best for the product, not wanting the best for me, not wanting the best for you, not wanting the best. Just want the best for the product, because when you want the best, when you put in your heart towards something purely, it's gonna bounce back. It's gonna come back the way that it should come back. You don't have to try to make that come back. It's just gonna come back. And that same thing goes with energy. It goes with energy. People you meet, how you influence a person's day, put a smile on their face, make them laugh, make them feel whatever it is that you're gonna make them feel, as opposed to making someone feel shitty or low or some other type of way for any given situation that you may not even know that they may be going through something, but your energy that you bring to the table could influence that positively or negatively.
Absolutely. I give a lot of applause for that one. Yeah, bro. You've been doing the music thing for a long time. You've been in the business. How hard was it for you to learn the business, and how are you coping with it right now?
I'm still learning the business, because like that's something that I feel you don't ever stop learning, because the business changes every day, changes every generation, every year. You know what I'm saying? It changes. It never stays the same. So I'm still learning um, as we go, and I'm okay with that. I think that's a dope part of life. You're supposed to want to learn every day. You're supposed to want to grow every day. So I'm cool with that. What was the second part to your question? I'm sorry.
No, the second part of the question: how are you coping with it right now? Like what? Like, let me paraphrase. What is one thing that you didn't know while you was coming up, and one thing that you stay on top of right now?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I would say, when you're making music, you just love music. Um, you love everything about it. If you're doing it because you love the music. Some people just do it for whatever reason they do it. If you're just doing it for the passion, especially as like a younger um, artist or whatever the case may be, you really just got love for what you're doing. You 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 tend to like, well, at least I did in the beginning, very very early on. In the beginning, I I didn't really focus on more on the business things that I didn't. Not that I didn't focus because you grow into things. So that's like kind of the wrong words to say. What I really want to say is I really didn't envision the actual little steps that everything how it has to really fall down the pipeline of for things to really work from everything from and then again throughout that transition social media comes out and you got the grams and another thing and things keep going and then you got the TikToks and then you'll have the whatever app next and we'll keep evolving that into whatever that turns into. So again, that's why I said we're always learning because we're never staying stagnated in one spot. We're always moving forward. But that's what I would say. I just didn't envision more of the business side of it, um, and how tedious and how much bullshit it can really like be. Like what I'm saying. I'm still working my ass off. You know what I'm saying. You have to work. You gotta grind. You gotta work every day until we're in a position where we make money when we sleep. You know what I'm saying I'm not there yet. I'm doing my thing. I'm grinding. I'm pushing. And I'm okay with that. Like hard work doesn't scare me. You know what I'm saying? It motivates me. When I'm not doing nothing, like I don't even be wanting to go to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yeah.
being serious. My cousin invited me the other day. He's like, "Yo, cuz, let's go see this movie." I was like, "Yo, I love you, cuz. I got too many things on my mind. I'm trying to get things going. I got things that I need that mental space for. I don't
Right.
watch that movie on my phone when I'm eating or something. I'll catch
Yeah.
15 minutes of it while I'm
Yeah.
eating.
Yeah. HBO Max or something.
You know what I mean? 15 minutes, and then I'll catch the other hour of it later. The next time I eat, I watch a movie in like a week or something. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I'm doing because I'm never sitting there for the whole duration of
Movie. Yeah.
the
Watch the
whole
bits and parts of it.
bits and parts of it because I just want to focus, man. This music thing is hard. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you gotta go. You gotta go. And especially the way it is right now. You really you gotta get moving with it. You can't be waiting around. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. What do you enjoy the most? Actually, the production and recording, or is it touring? What do you enjoy the most right now in your career right now?
Um, well, for me, especially like the touring, like the moving around has been slow. Like COVID has been slow for everybody. But when that was moving on, that's cool. I really enjoy the creating process though. Like I love moving around and doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, but I really enjoy the creating process. That feeling of like just creating that music. You know what I'm saying? Like again, I'm a music junkie. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm really into the music. So when you see Sergio, like now this nigga is music. Like this guy right here he's music. Like that's what he do. Like you know what I'm saying? And it's that passion for it. So I really enjoy doing that. Of course, traveling and moving around and doing things like that is cool. But even that after a while gets crazy because then you just like outside and depending on it's just you living out of the bag sometimes. So when you do travel, like it just gets crazy sometimes. But so it becomes a little you're living out of a bag at the end of the day. So
Right.
that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? But everyone's at different levels. I'm sure people in on other bigger levels can do it in a doper way, then I could probably accomplish it at this point. And you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So you just gotta grind, keep pushing, and go for it. Like I keep saying, I'm about to make some shirts, grind, keep pushing, and go for it. Like you know what I'm saying?
I need one of those.
You know what I mean? Because you can't be letting up. You can't be letting up.
Absolutely. You said Fabulous is one of your favorite rappers. I know you got a chance to meet him. How was that? And did you have a, like a convo? Did he give you some game or anything like that? So how was that when you met your one of your idols?
Nah, it was definitely a dope feeling. I told my man Jay that. I told him straight. I was like, yo, that's a dope feeling, bro. Like, Fab is one of those for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's Fab. Like, you know what I'm saying? So my man Jay know that and shit. It was a dope feeling. Like, just conversing with him and just he doesn't even have to really say anything. Just seeing how he move with certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like how how it's carried out. You know what I mean? The mindset, the execution, the approach. Again, big on energy. You take that in. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have to pay attention to it necessarily. Maybe I've been around him or be around him and I don't pay attention to it. But when you do catch things, you just pay attention. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he moves correctly. Like you can just see it. Like you know what I'm saying? It's dope. Like it's definitely a dope feeling. Like he's dope vibes, man. Dope dude, good father. You know what I'm saying? Dope vibes for sure, bro. So never
Def-
really like
def-
you know what I mean thought about it or really just give it a thought. I just kind of just be in the moment and just let it be what it is. Let the energy take that in.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I know you're getting them checks, bro. I know you're getting them checks. Now, let me ask you this: your first big check that you got, you don't have to tell us how much you made, but what did you buy? When you got that first big check.
Nah, I just bought some more equipment, man. Like when money came back in for something, I just needed to finish off. Um, just things that I felt like I needed to continue moving up, moving up the ranks. So just getting my craft better or making it sound better or whatever I needed maybe to travel. So I just bought some equipment, bro. I upgraded some things that I needed to upgrade, and just put a little sign away for a rainy day.
Gotcha, gotcha. Um, my next question for you is, I know you're a father, so how hard it is to balance the the fatherhood life with the music and everything, touring or recording late nights. How do you balance that out?
Well, my daughter, she's like fairly young, so she just turned 3. Um, a little baby, I love her. She puts a smile on my face. I know when I got right there. She nah, she it's so with the COVID thing, I was able to everyone's like sat down. COVID stopped everything, so um, everyone had to basically stop what they're doing, and that allowed me to really spend some time with my daughter, like because before that she was probably already like one and a half maybe, like one maybe I would say, and I still really wasn't like there were still things I did. I'm gonna be honest, there were still things I didn't even know like about her. You know what I mean? Like maybe how a certain thing is done, or how to just whatever the case may
Right,
be. Certain kids have that little thing that they just that's how they are. And as a
right,
parent, I guess you know that, or you learn that as you go along.
right,
So there were still little things that I didn't really know. And then when COVID hit, it like stunned me because I was just moving, and then like knowing that she was coming, of course that put my head in a whole different space. So I was like doing triple or whatever. I was doing triple what I was supposed to be doing. Um, and so just being a dad is definitely hard just because you I want to be there for her. I want to be there for her like more hands on, but I also got to be outside at the same time. So you know uh, it's hard, man. It's a little difficult sometimes, but I know that I'm doing this for the proper reasons. And it's a well balance. I'm not saying that I'm not there, but I know that I'm gonna have to get back outside. Everything's basically back open. So I'm back to it. I'm back to the motion of it. Because again, like we said, I can't get off the wheel. So that's really what we're on right now. But it's not that hard. I just stay focused on what I'm doing. I stay focused on being a dad and what I gotta do, and it flows from there. Being a dad is being a dad. It's learning. You love your child, and it's a beautiful thing. So you just have to learn how to balance it.
All right. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. My next question for you is what is the 5 year plan for you? What are some things that you want to accomplish that you haven't already of just being in the music business?
Um, well, I want to drop this solo project that I'm like been focused on. This project that I'm almost done with it. I would say like 70% done. I just want to like really narrow it down to a few records and then just get that out there, and really show the world like really what I'm trying to present to them. Um, and I really just want to, man, I just really want to level up, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the next level up for life is for me, whatever it may be, whether big, small, you know what I'm saying? I want to get to that next, whatever that next chapter is, whether musically in life or business wise, people around me, you know what I'm saying? Just and continue really to just dish out positive energy, man. I see myself in a big ass house, big ass house, and where I'm saying where I'm at now. I really want to kind of leave New York a little bit. Thinking about getting out of New York for a little bit. I'm not sure where I'm gonna land at, but I'm trying to leave New York. Um, and yeah, man, have my daughter set. You know what I'm saying, with some money put away in a bank where she could tap that into. You know what I mean? Tap into that a little later. And yeah, man, just more music, bro. More music, more success musically. Again, business wise, and just pushing, bro. Hopefully, my mom's here. Everything's good, and everybody can see us and share it with me. That's a big thing too. Um, and yeah, just keep on. That's what we on.
Definitely, definitely. Is there an artist out there that you would like to work with that's on the bucket list but you haven't worked with yet?
Um, on the bucket list. Now we talking like just English and Spanish, or
In general, it could be both.
it could be both. Um, Spanish. Let me think about that for a second. On the Spanish tip, I would like to do something with Balvin. J Balvin is fire. Balvin's really good. And on an English tip, I want to do something where like I'll really be able to like do some dope, something dope. So I would do something more like a singing route. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Brown, something dope like that. You know what I'm saying? Like so I can really get into my bag and do some fly shit that have really people like, oh, okay, this nigga not playing. Like, no, I'm not playing.
Right.
But yeah, man. I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
Definitely.
Um, but yeah,
Go ahead.
nah. But yeah, that I would say like I would definitely like to do something with
Chris Breezy.
Seth Breezy.
Right, got you.
But
Um,
St. John is fire too though.
yeah, yeah, he's fire.
He got some dope music just because I like his cadence.
What about Fab? You want to do anything for Fab? Do like a catalog with Fab?
I feel like something like that. I would have to get Fab like a singing tip. Like I would have to sing something like some fly shit. Like and
Uh,
I think I could definitely do that. It's just a matter of me like sitting down and really like
yeah, putting it
focusing
together.
on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, focusing on that. And really just focusing on that until I get takes me 10 joints to go through, or 15 joints to go through, like sitting down to like 10 fire hooks, like I know I can get one already, because I know I can produce hooks. Like it's one thing
Right.
that I feel like I'm strong at. Like we spoke about being strong earlier. I'm strong at like hooks and shit like that. So I could probably definitely provide a fire ass hook, but again, that would be something that I would have to focus on and really sit down and really get to that. Right now, there's so much going on. I'm trying to figure out what is like my next thing. Um, I just know that right now I'm just focused. I just know that I'm working like nonstop, nonstop,
Yes, sir.
as much as I can. So I can't say it won't happen. I'm just saying I will have to definitely sit down and
Yeah, I put it together. Yeah.
yeah, fact. Never say never, but that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So for the solo project, man, like, so you just is this gonna be like rapping, or you doing both? Because a lot of people don't know you can sing as well. So are you bringing both elements on the solo project, or just strictly rapping?
Bro, it's everything. It's like it's fire, man. It's a dope approach. I think it's a dope approach to like just sound in general. Like it's the way I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? How I'm flipping it. It's dope, man. I got rap. I'm like it's dope, bro. I got all types of records, and then in all those types of records, I'm switching to all different types of cadences, but it doesn't sound crazy. Like it don't sound like crazy. Like oh, like he sounds like he's all over the place. It sounds you when you hear it, it sounds like it's together.
Everything is mashed up together.
Yeah. So even if you don't fully understand what I'm saying in Spanish, I'm gonna say some fly shit in English. Although I kind of understand what he's saying with the Spanish, even though the Spanish sort of sounds like what the English is, I just didn't understand necessarily what the Spanish said, but he flowed like you know what I mean. Like I'm doing some
Yeah,
some dope shit with the sounds. I'm just experimenting, man. Like I'm doing a lot of experimentation with it and seeing where the sound takes me. But again, just on it, focus.
absolutely, man. And I can't wait for you to come out with this project, brother. Um,
Yo,
you more than welcome to come back on the
hold
show.
on a second. So you still been writing, man? You still been
I just started writing again, man. So
so
I got some shit coming
so
up.
what so what we doing though? Like
I'm definitely going to hit you up, bro. 'Cause I need one of your
what are we
beats.
doing? I could pull up. You let me know. I can pull up. We get the ID going, and then we get in the lab or whatever, bro.
Definitely,
Trust me, we can make it happen.
definitely, bro. I'm definitely writing again. I got a couple of
Already
beats.
know it's the vibes,
I
man.
need a beat from you, so I got some ideas. I already got the name for the project. I already got the track list of what I want to talk about, and I just need you to make one of these tracks come to life.
Nah, let's listen. Let's stop playing with it. Let's stop playing with it.
I ain't playing no more, bro.
Let's stop
It's
playing with it.
it's time. It's time. We got to do. We definitely gonna link up. I appreciate you for being on the show, brother. Is there anything else you would like to
We can
promote?
come back again. You know what I mean? We can come back again and make it really happen.
Yeah, definitely. When you drop the new joint, you drop your solo project,
Yeah,
definitely coming back.
yeah. I got you, man. When the shit is ready, I'll hit you up and we schedule it out. We make it happen.
You doing the album release party or something like that? I need some
I
tickets.
definitely am. Yeah, nah,
Wait,
I definitely am. I definitely am.
all
Trying to
right,
do like
so
a little quad or something like that.
okay, yeah. Let me know, bro. I'll be there, man, and I can bring my equipment as well. We can do some interviews on the spot, whatever.
That'll be dope.
I'm universal.
It'll be some other people in the building too. I could probably introduce you to. You know how we do. I'm all about the network, so
Oh yes, definitely, man. You officially associate alumni, brother. You got anything else you want to give to the audience? Say to the audience.
hey man, nah, just appreciate y'all having me on, man. Love, peace, man. Remember, encourage each other, man. Push each other. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of wild shit happening outside right now, man. So just stay focused. Stay focused on what you're doing. Stay clear of the negative, man, and just stay positive, man. You know what I'm saying? God bless.
Absolutely, absolutely. So shout out to Serge, man. Y'all make sure y'all go support his new single out. It's going to be in the description and everything. So make sure you go tap into that. Shout out to our sponsors, Click A Vodka, Holistic Remedies. Don't forget to subscribe to all their social media pages. Don't forget to buy some product. Everything is the link is in our bio. You can purchase from Click A Vodka. They can actually mail you the bottle to the house. Also, Holistic Remedies. Don't forget to use that promo code HRME Saucy. You get 10% off. on all products when you hit that promo code at checkout. Shout out to my co-host gonna be here today. Shout out to Dad, Vernice, Mac. We see you on episode 2, and taking us out is my boy Serge and his single Me Toma.
Dale de cuarto, manito mío, si están bien, tú le pones conmigo que lo que está tan bien. Donde quiera que me mueva, anda cuarto con su quien. No le tires que hace rato mandaste bien. Tú estás loco, tú estás loco, tú estás loco. Ella está pa' mí, tú estás loco, tú estás loco, tú estás loco.
Ya no está en ti,
Tumba eso, tumba eso, tumba eso.
ya no está en ti,
Tumba eso, tumba eso, tumba eso.
Pase mía, no tuya, 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 tuya. Pase mía, no tuya, 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 tuya. Manito, deje su puya, 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 puya. Se va a ser mía, no tuya, 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 tuya.
Ajá, dímelo, my G. Ya, bodega papi.
Amenazando, produciendo.
Esteban, Sleep Bullet in T. Sarita.
Oliver Queen. J. Vargas.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.